Well, if you are in the market for a new car, this next story might help you decide what to get. We know car prices have hit a record high of more than $50,000. Consumer Reports tested dozens of new cars to find out what's worth your money. So let's start with the most reliable brands. You'll notice only one Detroit automaker is on the top 10 list. Coming in first is Subaru, followed by BMW, Porsche, Honda, and Toyota. Coming in fifth is Lexus, followed by the only Detroit brand to make the list, Lincoln. At 8, it's Hyundai, followed by Acura and Tesla. Now, on the flip side, several Detroit brands did come in on the bottom of the list. The Consumer Reports ranking has Alfa Romeo, Dodge, GMC, Land Rover, and Jeep at the very bottom. So to talk about all these rankings, we're joined now by Steve Ellick, the program leader for automotive data analytics for Consumer Reports. Thank you so much for talking with us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Let's first start with what are the metrics that a vehicle it's used to judge whether it's safe and reliable?
So for reliability, we look at our survey data and whatever we get that our members tell us, about 380,000 vehicles contribute to our reliability. And then we look at the last 3 model years to predict new models. And then average that together to the brand reliability, and then that contributes to the brand report card, which you just listed before.
But like, what's in the survey? What are you guys looking for? What are you comparing one vehicle to another against?
That's the main question we ask our members is what problems have you had in the last 12 months and something that you consider severe. And then we basically crunch all that data and then compare everything to other vehicles in the same model year. So you look at a Ford F-150, is that above average reliability compared to other 2025 Ford F-150s or below? So everything's relative to that same model year.
Yeah, you know, we're home to the big 3. Kind of tough to see us in the bottom of that list.
Yeah, and you know, each brand has its own story. So like Ford, the F-150 is average now. The F-150 hybrid is the most reliable full-size truck you can buy. There are good vehicles on there, such as the Bronco Sport. I mean,
the Lincoln.
There are a couple. The Lincoln's doing fantastic, especially on the overall score ranking, the brand report card. I mean, their reliability has improved. Ford and Lincoln are on a good track.
So, you know, for consumers, was there anything that surprised you when you were looking and crunching all the data?
What surprised me this year was, you know, seeing Tesla pretty high on the list for reliability because they've kind of come over their build quality issues, which they've had in the last couple of years for Model Y and Model 3. So that's good.
Yeah, that's really interesting. It was surprising to see Subaru. I wasn't expecting that one to be the top.
Yeah, Subaru, you know what Subaru does? Subaru, they incrementally redesign their vehicles very conservatively.
Oh.
So, you know, a little bit here, a little bit there. It's not a ground up redesign. The Forester is an evolution from the old Forester. You could barely even tell the difference when you look at them. And that, from a reliability standpoint, that pays dividends, and that helps on the brand report card as well. That's why they're the top brand overall, too.
You know, if somebody's taking a look at this list, maybe they're looking for a new car. We've all seen that the prices for cars certainly seem like they've jumped. What do you want them to take away from this or to be looking at when they're judging, you know, the car that they personally like versus where it ranked on the list?
You know, at the end of the day, we have so many lists out there. There's owner satisfaction. So that's one of our lists. And really, you're going to be happy with the car that you're expecting to buy. So Rivian owners, they tell us that the Rivians are extremely unreliable, but the owner satisfaction is the most reliable brand, Rivian is. Yeah, so when you look at that, it's really, you know, someone going out and buying a Rivian, they're not looking for a reliable car. They're looking for a car with character, something cool, EV, and it delivers on that promise. But then someone looking for a Toyota, they want a reliable vehicle, and then it delivers on that promise.
So interesting. Yeah, you might be tied to the story as well. All right, thank you so much, Stephen. Really interesting numbers there.
Thank you.